The United States plan to blow up the moon, Project A119. Did you know that during the Cold War, the U.S. considered nuking the moon? It sounds like science fiction, but it was a real plan. Let's dive into the bizarre history of Project A119. The late 1950s were a time of intense competition between the United States and the Soviet Union. The space race was in full swing, and both nations were desperate to prove their technological superiority. The Soviets had just launched Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, into orbit. This sent shockwaves through the U.S., sparking fears of falling behind in science and technology. The pressure was on to catch up, and fast. In this climate of fear and ambition, Project A119 was born. The plan was simple, yet audacious: detonate a nuclear bomb on the surface of the moon. The goal wasn't scientific discovery, but rather a demonstration of American power. The thinking was that a visible explosion on the moon would boost public morale and show the world that the U.S. was a force to be reckoned with. Physicist Leonard Riefel led the project at the Armor Research Foundation. A team of scientists, including a young Carl Sagan, were tasked with studying the potential effects of a lunar explosion. They considered the size of the bomb, the best location for detonation, and the potential impact on the lunar environment. The plan involved launching a rocket carrying a nuclear warhead to the moon. Fortunately, Project A119 was ultimately abandoned. Several factors contributed to this decision. One major concern was the potential danger to Earth. There was a risk that the launch could fail, causing the rocket to explode on Earth and spread radioactive fallout. Another factor was the potential for negative public reaction. Many feared that detonating a nuclear bomb on the moon would be seen as a reckless and destructive act. While Project A119 never came to fruition, it remains a fascinating and disturbing chapter in the history of the space race. It highlights the extreme measures that nations were willing to consider during the Cold War. It also serves as a reminder of the importance of responsible scientific exploration. The potential consequences of such a project were immense, and thankfully, cooler heads prevailed. Imagine the impact on the world if the U.S. had actually detonated a nuclear bomb on the moon. The psychological impact would have been enormous. The environmental consequences would have been devastating. It's a chilling thought and a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition. So, what do you think about Project A119? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the hidden history of the space race, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. Share this video with your friends and family to spark a conversation about this unbelievable piece of history. Also, check out the links in the description for further reading on Project A119 and other fascinating Cold War stories. Thanks for watching.